Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, and I woke up to some pretty wild news coming straight out of left field from Marvel Future Fight. So what is it? Apparently it's a Heroic Quests reset schedule announcement, but this actually has very little to do with the Heroic Quest. It actually has to do with Dimension Rifts, special missions, and daily missions. So it's pretty wild. I'll read it all and then we'll talk about what it means and what the ramifications or the implications could be, because there's quite a few. This is CM Fragment. In our October update, which again is like a week and a half away, we are going to merge merge the special missions, daily missions, and dimension rifts into one piece of content. Yeah. At first glance, I have no idea how they're going to do it. But I'm also very curious and interested to see how they are going to do it, because this could go either way. These changes also mean that some of the contents that require those modes will be adjusted. This includes the Heroic Quest. So that also includes the Epic Quest. That also includes daily challenges to get those 25 crystals, because if it suddenly says do one rift once, or do one daily mission, or do a special mission, anything that requires you to use hidden tickets or hidden routes, if they're getting rid of that, that's also going to matter. There's so many things that we could talk about, but yeah, it affects Heroic Quests and Epic Quests right away. It also affects challenges that you do those daily challenges for energy and crystals. It also affects events. So we have events on right now that are immediately affected, like this one, where it says right there, it says, clear 5 special missions, and then it says clear 5 dimension rifts. Well, if we no longer have special missions and dimension rifts, one of those is going to have to go or change in some meaningful way. So there's a lot that it impacts. But specifically, in light of these changes, they decided that they're going to be resetting the Heroic Quest, and the quest packs that agents purchased will be refunded. This is an important fact, and I'll explain why in just a second, but let me just finish reading. We would like to apologize to the agents who utilize and enjoys Heroic Quests. More details can be found below. Heroic Quest reset schedule. Reset will happen during the October maintenance. So when the game is down for the usual 8-hour maintenance or 6-hour maintenance, that is when the Heroic Quest schedule will be reset. Reset of the Heroic Quest due to reorganization of Heroic Quest challenges. Purchased packs for White Fox, Arachnite, and Wave will be fully refunded after the reset. New challenges will become available for Heroic Quest after the October update. Heroic Quest can still be played before the maintenance. So you can still play Heroic Quests now, and you'll still be able to play them later. Details concerning the reorganization of the game's contents, including how to obtain existing characters and the changes made to rewards, will be posted soon. We don't know yet. The team will continue to make interesting content to help improve our agents' gaming experience. Awesome. So, yeah, this is a biggie. This is kind of a biggie. This is interesting. They're going to be merging special missions, daily missions, and dimension rifts. So let's now talk about what that means. What are we getting from each of those 3 game modes that's actually important? So I think the most important one for the majority of players is daily missions, because it provides, especially from the gold and XP chips, it provides a large source of gold per day. It's anywhere from like 600, 500,000, all the way up to over 1 million if you use the gold booster and you use boost points. So it's a lot. It's a lot of value here. Now, I don't think very many people, if anyone, plays the Mcron shards or the ISO 8 Nornstone ones, and I honestly usually tell people not to, so I think that's part of Netmarble's realization. Their data is probably showing them that 99% of players are just playing this one, so what's the point of having the other two? So by merging them, they can automatically trim down these ones, and that's a good thing. But the important thing for the daily missions for them to realize is they need to maintain this level of gold, or they need to give us more gold. The XP chips are actually honestly pretty useful as well, especially for newer players. I found that when I was playing my free-to-play account, I didn't have a lot of level 5 XP chips, and I couldn't get a lot of characters to level 60 quickly, so I think they also need to consider that. As far as special missions go, there's a lot that they need to bundle into whatever they're going to make this new content. The special missions are probably the most unique of the 3 types of missions as far as the different layers to them. So on the surface layer for special missions, you just have an easy way to grind out biometrics, gold, and primarily custom gear custom gear, which is obelisks. But you also have, you know, level 4 XP chips, which you can either use or sell, and you also have gear up kits. So there are also some other valuable things, but the primary function of special missions is that new characters were introduced, and you'd get their bios easily. You can get like 20 per day. You can get some shifter bios as well, and then you get these juicy 1, 2, and 3 star obelisks, which of course we need to re-roll up to 6 stars to make more extreme obelisks, roll CTP or re-roll CTPs, etc. So they're gonna have to find a way to bundle all of that for these existing, you know, 18 characters, because it's 5 each plus 3 shifters. 18 characters are, you know, basically up in the air. There's a big fat question mark on what method we're going to need to use to farm them. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. That's on the first layer. The second layer is hidden routes and hidden tickets. We currently have an item in the game. I don't think they're going to get rid of it. I hope they don't get rid of it. I hope they don't, you know, destroy it or reduce its effectiveness or its usefulness to 0. But we have these hidden tickets. We can buy them for crystals. We can buy them for gold in the Shield Lab item shop, and they allow us to use hidden routes, and that allows us to possibly get a CTP of Transcendence in addition to other items that can drop in the hidden routes, like additional obelisks, additional biometrics, additional gear up kits, etc. So that's the second layer. The third layer, it's like an onion, Shrek. The third layer is the quest packs. Now, I can't click the quest packs. I'm trying to. It's down there in the corner. But the quest packs. The quest pack to unlock Dormammu. The quest pack for Spidey's Rogue Gallery that gives you the Mega Mythic Uniform upgrade ticket. The Inhumans quest pack that also gives you... Is it the Inhumans quest pack that gives you a CTP of Authority? And the New Avengers quest pack that gives you a CTP of Destruction. Where are those quest packs going to go? What's going to happen to players who are almost finished or partially finished one of the quest packs? Again, they don't mention any of these things going away, so my assumption is that none of it is going away. Because if I was Netmarble and I didn't want to piss off my players, I would give them like months notice, and I would say, listen guys, we're going to be taking away the quest packs in October. It's now August. You have 3 months to finish the quest pack. We'll make it a little bit easier. We're gonna divide the requirements in half. So if the final requirement is to get 250 hidden routes, we're gonna divide it to 125. Yada yada yada. They didn't do any of that. So I assume if they can give us 2 months notice for things that we purchase in the shop, no longer having unlimited expiry, they could have given us 2 months notice for getting rid of these aspects of the game, and this game mode particularly. So yeah, we need to pay attention to that. We need to make sure that those things don't go away when they finally reintroduce whatever this new merged thing is. And then the last one is Dimension Rifts. And Dimension Rifts are actually pretty unique as well. And there's multiple components. There's 3 components to Dimension Rifts. The first component is the very straightforward component of Dimension Rifts, is that you open a rift or someone else opens a rift, and you are allowed to farm 3 major items. Actually 4 major items. You've got the biometrics for said character, and there are some pretty valuable characters in Dimension Rifts only, like Angel, Bishop, Warpath, and some other characters that aren't mutants. You have comic cards, which are extremely rare items, and we need more of them, frankly. You have uniform upgrade kits, which are always useful, and then you have dimension debris, which are super useful for newer players or free-to-play players, because they don't have a constant influx of dimension debris from things like co-op. So you have these characters here that are only farmable. I mean, they're farmable as well through X-Gene selectors and Shadowland selectors, so they're not unfarmable, but on top of that, they are much more easily and much more quickly farmable from rifts, where you can get, you know, easily 30 biometrics per day of a character, which is on the high end of, you know, complete farmable biometrics. That's the first layer of Dimension Rifts that they have to keep in mind. The second layer of Dimension Rifts is the social component, where you have completion rewards that work in conjunction, and you can create greater efficiency out of playing with your teammates, with your alliance members, with your friends. So if you coordinate and you say, okay, we have me and 9 other people, we're gonna fill this rift up. Well, it doesn't have 10 spots. It only has 8 capacity. But let's say I opened one and it has a capacity of 10. Me and 9 other people are going to go in, and we're each going to do 3 runs of level 6. That's going to cost us 7, 14, 21. It's going to cost us 21 energy. So we do that, and we're going to get the first reward. We do it again. Now I'm up to 42 energy. I get the second reward. Then we do it again. I'm up to, whatever, 63 energy, and I get back 100 energy. So you can profit almost 40 energy in addition to the 200 dimension debris, in addition to the 300,000 gold, just by coordinating with 9 other people to each do 3 runs of level 6. Now we know about rift leeching and people that just play the first mission once. They're just trying to get the final rewards. They don't care about helping you complete the rift, and we know about rift refreshing, and we know about the pop-ups, and we know about not knowing who's in your rift, and it's frustrated because some guy who's legendary or mythic opens a rift and 10 people jump in and just do one stage, and the rift sits at 10% completion, and then it expires. So there are some frustrating components to Dimension Rifts, but there is that social aspect that Netmarble needs to try to keep alive. The third aspect, and possibly the one that could cause the most uproar in the minority community in Marvel Future Fight, is the link between Dimension Rifts and VIP status. So this is a pretty interesting one, and you can see right here, it's immediately apparent to you that there is a difference between JMG's Rift and my Rift. The difference is that I get a 10% increase in gold because I'm a legendary VIP. He is not, he's heroic. But if we had someone here who had a normal rift, i.e. VIP 0 or possibly VIP 1, they would not get extra XP, they would not get additional comic cards, and they would not get additional dimension debris. So there is actually a huge difference, although there's a huge monetary investment, and it's not the primary reason why people invest money into Marvel Future Fight. It's not for the Dimension Rift VIP bonuses, but a mythic rift has increased, gold, dimension debris, increased cards, increased XP, and increased biometrics. 5 things that are frankly quite valuable. Gold and cards and bios are extremely valuable, especially for mythic players who want to get more characters to level 70. Those rewards need to be apparent, and they need to be reflected in this new game mode that is being merged. So there's actually a lot that they need to take into consideration. There's tons of gold, there's hidden routes and hidden tickets, there's more than 25 characters that need to be tracked and able to be farmed because of, we got 4, 8, 12, 13, 14 on top of the 18. So actually 32 characters biometrics are up in the air right now, in addition to the special mission quest packs, in addition to the VIP perks from Dimension Rifts, in addition to those other farmable items that are very valuable, like uniform upgrade kits and comic cards. So yeah, with all that being said, I mean, it's taken me more than 10 minutes to just summarize the items and the different, valuable aspects of these 3 mission types in Marvel Future Fight. What do I think? What's my personal opinion on them merging these 3? I think it's good. I think it shows that they recognize what I said earlier, which is about time crunch and about low quality time spent in game. And if you watch my streams, for example, you know that the stream downtime, as far as what's being watched, not necessarily me, is when I'm running special missions or when I'm running daily missions. Daily missions go by pretty quickly, but special missions don't. So more often than not, I have this sort of reward in question where I could farm special missions and get uniform XP, and I could get those other rewards, but it's pretty boring to watch because you're just going through the same mission 20 times. Or I can just clear ticket it, get it done quickly, get slightly less rewards because of the uniform XP being sacrificed, and then I'll have more time to do more interesting things. There's more game modes now that are active rather than passive, so I feel like Netmarble realizes that daily missions, special missions, and Dimension Rifts are probably among the top 5 most clear ticketed quests in the game. And so when they see that, and they're like, okay, well, no one's actually playing any of these missions, so why should we individually introduce more, right? Because enough updates are going to pass and people are going to be like, well, there's no new Dimension Rift character, we need another Dimension Rift character. We've been saying for 2+ years we need more special missions, and we need more special mission quest packs. So Netmarble probably realizes this and says, well, guys, listen, you're asking for these things, but you're actually not playing them. You're just clear ticketing them. So why don't we just merge them all together? Bob's your uncle. We'll create a situation. Hopefully, their idea is to create a game mode that gives us all of those same rewards packed into one or more. And it also, cuts down the time and cuts down the number of clear tickets that we have to spend. That's my hope, and that's what I think they're doing in order to give us more time to play other game modes that require more of our attention and actually require us to play them rather than just clear ticket them and feel like we're just playing sort of a farming simulator type game. The last piece of advice that I have for you guys, which I should have given at the beginning, so I'll go back and I'll put a little PSA thing for people who don't watch the video till 15 minutes. You should purchase the Heroic Quest now. Because they're going to be fully refunding the Heroic Quest, you will get all of the crystals back, presumably, or you'll get all of the rewards. So because they're going to be refunding the Heroic Quest, now would be the best time, if you haven't already purchased it, to just purchase it and play through it for the week. Because whatever rewards you get now will be free, essentially, because they will refund you the 750 crystals, or it'll be much more valuable because they will give you all of the rewards automatically, which basically saves you the additional, whatever, 20 days that you would have spent, or 18 days that you would have spent grinding it, because all of this will be refunded after the October update. That is my tip for you, and especially, I think now you should purchase White Fox. I'm actually going to be doing that because I'll be able to get her biometrics to get her uniform ranked up more easily. But yeah, I recommend you guys do that because it's basically just free rewards because they're going to refund you. And yeah, with that being said, let me know what you guys think of those 3 game modes being merged together. How do you think it's going to impact the game, and what do you think Netmarble is going to make of this new merged game mode? The last thing, actually, sorry, one more thing I wanted to mention really quickly is the idea of the special support, the Shield support pack. They got rid of it, well, they temporarily disabled it for some reason. They didn't explain it to us, but now it's starting to make more sense. It's very possible that they disabled it not only for the Cosmic Core event, but because they're going to come out with a new Shield support pack that is much more valuable in the new update with this new daily mission, special mission, Dimension Rift combo. Because if you guys remember, the Shield support pack has the ability to refresh either daily missions, special missions, or timeline battle once per day. So I think that they wanted to capitalize on the value of the Shield support pack. Instead of making people choose between special missions or daily missions, it'll just be either refreshing this new game mode, which is an amalgamation of these 3, or refresh timeline battle. And so they can more easily, they can more easily push players to purchase the Shield support, especially for players who were sort of not double dipping, but using the Shield support for timeline battle in order to get those rewards, in order to push their rank up higher without spending crystals. Maybe if this new game mode, which is a combination of daily, special, and dimension rifts, is very appealing, they won't be able to do that anymore. They'll have to refresh this one because the rewards are so great, and then they'll have to go back to spending crystals on timeline battle. It's a bit of a sketchy theory, but that's just one theory that popped into my head about the Shield support and how it relates to this and how it relates to the Cosmic Core event. So yeah, lots of information, lots of speculation. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Take care.